Hi, this is Dina with Tarot to the Truth. It is Tarot Tuesdays. Did you watch the coronation? The coronation was really fun. I love the pomp and circumstance. I know I'm not English. I'm not even from England. What a beautiful card. Just as I'm talking, my deck tonight is really talking fast. So that is celebration. Everybody was celebrating. It was kind of fun to see it. I mean, that was the first time I've ever seen it in my life. I remember when Charles and Diana got married, and that was really fun. It's really weird to see Camilla in the place of queen, because so much, like, Queen Elizabeth didn't want her to be queen. She was never good enough, and now here she is queen. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. It's very interesting. So looking at the two of them, I've done some other card pulls on them, and what I'm going to ask the cards is, some people say that Prince Charles is going to be the demise of the monarchy, and that Prince Charles on the world is a globalist, and that he is not thinking of decentralization. And so just overall, I'd like to ask for Prince Charles, his reign. What will his reign look like? Now, Nostradamus also talked about his reign being short. And so, interestingly enough, saying some things about him that people will be crowned king after him that wasn't expected. So we'll see. We'll see what that is. So Prince Charles is the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Wands is his future. Past is the Nine of Cups. Yes, he is the King of Swords. This has definitely been his sign. And the Hierophant comes in next, which is globalism. And his advice is the celebratory card. Interestingly enough. So these are the advice cards. Both very similar in their orient. We've got the celebration card here, the 6. The 4 of Wands. Very pretty, stable. And then Fool. Fool is trust. So I think he has stability and lots of trust in the globalist movement. I think he believes wholeheartedly in the climate change that he is voting for. He's a little bit beat up. That's probably true. He has a lot of things that he can value. Each one of these cups has value in it. But he is the King of Swords. He symbolizes the King of Swords. He can be a little authoritarian with his version of the truth. So, globalist for sure. But people with their differing truths, they believe in them. They believe that they are doing good and what's right. I do admire the love story that he has with Camilla, because he never could. He always has needed her. And he probably is the most faithful king we've ever had, because he loves this one woman and can think of nobody but her. So that he would have even abdicated the crown to not have her there. And she was crowned equally with him. So very interesting. I'm going to do a pull here on Camilla quick. What kind of a queen will she be to the people? They said publicly she's not very popular, so that's kind of interesting. And what are we going to find with her? So let's just take a look here quick. Camilla Camilla has surrendered. She has surrendered to her crown. She is regal in her abundance. She was the magician. Maybe she's worked some magic. And her present is that she's holding all of the swords. She's sneaking away. I don't think she's nefarious in any way. We've got that she brings balance to the crown, but she has a wounded heart. Just some wounds, I'm sure, between the crown and her. She has to she's got the Four of Swords. So truth is going to be her stability. They were the oldest people ever crowned. Isn't that crazy? I'm pulling up this balance too. Coming to the table with equality. So perhaps she brings some equality to him. They were saying she makes him human, but she does have this imbalance, this wound. I'm not sure if she has that stability, balance, and hopefully she will have some healing offered. Like I said, she is surrendering to really being that regal leader, but her present. She snuck away with the crown, hasn't she? And that is the truth. So it's kind of fun to look at it. The future is ours to behold. Many decisions, globalism versus decentralization. This is definitely going to be the Aquarian age that's going to make us or break us. I'm going to just do one more for fun. Globalism versus decentralization. We'll do globalism will be first, decentralization last. So globalism versus decentralization. So globalism is the Chariot. They like their diversity. And ironically, decentralization is willing to take poverty while they go it alone and find their individuality. Isn't that appropriate? So a lot of people are going off grid to get away from globalism. And the Page of Cups is the past of the two of them comparatively together. And death. Death is current. Death of globalism. But the sun is the future. With the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. I really love this. So globalism versus decentralization. Now this doesn't say who is going to win. Maybe both of us is going to die. The way that we know our world right now, how it's run, the Piscean era is definitely going away. But look at this. Look at these cards. The Sorceress, the Sun, and the Ace of Pentacles. We're going to find a renewed way of value. The Sun is going to come out and shine. And the Sorceress, with their black cat, is going to find a new way and a new world. This is Dino with Tarot to the Truth.